For years, Dave Van Kerbrook had been living on the corner of Holbrook Crescent, running countless successful businesses without the knowledge of anyone else on the street. Through a 30-minute interview and about an hour of creeping his company's website and his LinkedIn, it quickly became apparent that Dave is no stranger to entrepreneurship. After a brief stint in the private sector, he started Green Shred Security, an innovative shredding service which was one of the first to employ mobile document destruction. His idea naturally led him to create the incredibly successful Mr. Shredder, a large Canadian-wide company which drastically changed the shredding game in Canada. After selling the company in 2008, he founded the Canadian branch of Lighthouse Dental Products and is working towards growing his company into a multi-million-dollar empire. In order to identify Dave's basis for taking action, we asked him two key questions. What made you take the leap into entrepreneurship, and what got you into this type of business? To which Dave replied by saying,
I'm not sure it was really a leap, but more of a progression.
it is evident that Dave was effectual when creating his businesses. He used a passion for sales, as well as a large but affordable portion of his savings, to launch an MVP for his shredding service. After the demand outmatched his small crew's ability to supply, he utilized cognitive ambidexterity to switch to a predictive mindset in order to deal with competitors and improve the scalability of his business.
To determine how Dave sees outsiders, we asked him two crucial questions. Did you fear major competitors? What was your strategy to compete with them? How does Dave see outsiders? In an industry with many competitors, one would think an entrepreneur or a small business would fear their large rivals. When asked about how he feels about his competition, Dave said,
We love them.
Dave has expertly positioned his company to be seen as a smaller, more nimble and caring business when compared to his competition. In essence, he displays co-creation by taking advantage of marketing campaigns done by large rivals, winning over unsatisfied or curious customers. Dave has a very optimistic view of the future. He attributes his success to dedication and focus, combined with concentrating on exceptional customer service before scaling up and tackling other parts of his industry. Dave explains how by simply believing in yourself and your venture, combined with ignoring the competition and maintaining close customer relationships, he always ended up being more successful than those he originally attributed to being smarter and more capable.
How does Dave transform unfortunate circumstances into an opportunity? Starting out as an entrepreneur, Dave faced an abundance of contention and doubt from his family. He used this doubt as motivation to move forward, believing that as soon as he was successful, he would receive nothing but praise and have the chance to prove his family wrong. This forced him to innovate and make the most out of his experience as an entrepreneur, demonstrating that he is effective at leveraging negative sentiment and turning it into an opportunity to improve. How does Dave handle uncertainty and risk? Coming from a poor family, Dave's biggest risks were monetary. When asked what were your biggest initial hurdles to building your business and how did you overcome them, he responded by saying,
It's always about capital.
He later went on to say that money was his greatest adversary and his best friend. He said that determining how much he was willing to lose from his family's savings and making decisions off of what he had was how he managed to maintain a risk-averse position. Having a small amount of money forced him to be as creative and utilitarian as possible.
Our interview with Dave led to invaluable insights from a seasoned entrepreneur. We learned about how his passion led to his business.
It was incredible to see that even though Dave did not have formal training or take any business courses, he was able to successfully implement many crucial components that we have learned.
Despite not knowing about the questions beforehand, Dave was able to answer the questions we had for him as if he was in the entrepreneurship class.
These common principles between entrepreneurs, while seeming random, reign true in almost any instance.